Hey all, welcome back to Sam's AI Automation, and today what we're going to be doing is searching and summarizing some YouTube videos using Apify, ChatGPT, and are using also a make.com template that's pre-built. Now, I really wanted to talk about these make.com templates. They're fantastic. Now, this is the automation we're going to walk through today, but what I wanted to show you also was the templates that are available through make.com. Basically, there's hundreds and hundreds of these, and they're all really well made and very simple to implement. Say, for example, we chose an app like, they have several apps they can integrate with, but say we'll choose YouTube, for example, and we'll do a search. I'll just wait for that to search, and you will see all the pre-built automations that are available, of which there's quite a few. Now, okay, so there's heaps here that if we look at these, there's some absolute rippers. The one we're doing today is, let me check, is this one here. Find YouTube videos, keywords, summarize, and email the results to somebody, in this case, just to me. Okay, so let's have a look at the actual automation itself that we're going to build. It starts with YouTube, as you might expect. We'll have a look in here. Now, this is my connection. Ignore the name. It's just a YouTube Shorts channel I started years ago that actually doesn't have anything on it. We have this is probably the most important bit. This is what we're going to be actually searching. So if you went to YouTube and you were searching at the top in the top search bar, like in YouTube, of course. This is the search term we'd be using. I've chosen LinkedIn AI automation just because that's something I'm interested in at the moment. Video category ID. Now, this is not compulsory to select this. In fact, I'd probably advise you not to select it because basically the search will search, but it'll be limited by this category ID if you do put that in. Published before, so you could go historic and go quite a long way back with this, or publish after, which I've just chosen. Search this query after 1st of June 2024. And I've limited it to 5 results. I mean, you could put this up to a couple of, you could put up to as many as you want. But of course, that will take longer and longer depending on how long you actually, how many you set the limit to. Okay, now the next one, this is my favorite, another one of my favorites, Apify. We'll quickly look at this one. Basically, this is an Apify actor. Here we go, got Streamers YouTube scraper. We'll go into Apify and have a quick look. What Apify is really, really good at is scraping web page results. In this case, we'll be using this one here, YouTube Scraper, and we're calling this by API from within Make. I'll have a quick look at it. This may give you a bit of insight on as to what it's about. Basically, they're called actors. They go across to YouTube, get the information you want, and send it back to Make effectively. Let's just leave that for the moment. We'll go back to Make. Actually, go back to this table. This page, I should say. Basically, all the information that gets put into that kind of configuration within Apify is within this JSON, or within this text string here. Basically, here for example, download subtitles. It's got true. You go through that. You really don't have to read it. The important part, the YouTube information comes from this, the flashing one there, YouTube, and we're selecting video ID, which is this first string here, this unintelligible string here we have here. Okay, so that's how that actually, it knows which one to actually search, build. Now we'll put latest here. Actually, I'm not sure that's not filled in. What that does is run the most recent version of the Apify actor. Timeout. We'll just leave timeout blank for the moment. Specified in the default run. So this will just go what's specified within Apify itself. Memory, I'll just leave blank. Okay, so we'll leave that one. In fact, we'll have to save that one, else it won't work. Just move this hide. We'll just hide that one, sorry. Okay. Tools. Now, this is just a timeout, or as it says, a sleep. So basically, the reason is because these 2 steps can take a little while and give it a bit of space to be able to actually process. in order to get the data we need. Apify, this step again gets the results of what we run here in step 3. Well, it's actually the second step, but it's called step 3, so I'll keep it at that. Gets the dataset ID from what comes out of Apify. Dataset ID is found, there it is there, that's the one. Just ignore data transformation clean's fine, JSON is fine as the format. Limit, I mean, you can set that to whatever you like. Now for the fun, well, what some people call the fun part, which is the AI. Here we've got Apify, ChatGPT. Just have a look at the configuration within here. Basically, we're going to give it some instructions. In this case, it's just it's using AI to remove some of the kind of metadata that's not necessary within the actual information itself. The next one, this is the one that actually does the summary for us. Okay, so here's the message we're giving it. This is a pretty simple one. We probably could have gone a bit more interested in this, but we will just leave it at this. You're a pro copywriter. Summarize the most important information in this transcript to a maximum of 3 sentences. Then it gives obviously the title, the text, and the message content from the previous step, which has been trimmed out of, had the metadata trimmed out of it. So we'll just leave that as is. And of course, all of this was preset within the template. There was actually very little configuration I had to do myself, apart from adding the connections. Tools. Now this one here just summarizes it nicely for us, puts it in a format which will be suitable for email. And this one sends an email. So I'll just leave that. I'm happy to show you that one. Let's have a look. If we're going to get there. Okay, so there we go. Demo email connector, that's me. Don't want to save the message. Obviously, that's my email address. It's on YouTube, so don't get too excited. Subject, that's just the subject line, plain text, and the text is the text that comes out of the previous step, which is this one here, tools. Now, there's a text aggregator, so all of these will be all put together. See that grey kind of, I don't know what to describe it as, maybe a loop, I suppose. This text aggregator will kind of put together everything that comes out of all of these steps into a format which is usable for a single email. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is run it again, and we'll see the email when it comes through. Now, unfortunately, it does take a little moment just to run, so I might trim out the silence in just a moment. Okay, we'll just pause that. Okay, so we're nearly finished. Just waiting for this final step, and we'll see an email come through in just a moment when this ends. And it should be it'll arrive as long as my email is working. Okay, just a moment. Didn't take too long last time, so we'll just wait for it again. Just waiting for that one to connect. Okay, so here's the resultant email. Sorry, I have to just pause that one just for a moment to make sure you could get it. Okay, so as you can see, there's basically a summary of the email itself. Sorry, of the YouTube video with a link to the video. I can see that this has all been done by ChatGPT. This is just an example. Obviously, this is five different videos. They've been summarized by ChatGPT and placed into an email to you. So that's it. I guess maybe in isolation, this one's not that useful. But if you think about how you could maybe sequence this with other information and other automations about how useful this could be, and it's a good kind of idea generator for basically things you can do with make.com and ChatGPT. So thanks, everyone.